Hi, the Mature Simmer here. So I'm just popping back with a very brief addition to the Spring Creek, North Dakota review I did. I got some feedback from one of the testers that was kind enough to pop in and comment on my original video, and they indicated Courseplay does work on all fields, so I wanted to go ahead and give it a try. So you can see here on 176 I actually did get it to work. What I've discovered is it just takes an incredibly long time. This course took 3 minutes to generate. Usually once it gets beyond a minute or so, the game tends to hang, that I've seen in other cases. But let me do a couple more fields and give you feedback. So the other ones we had was 169. I want to check like 184 that seems to have the wrong border and see what that does. Alright, so down here on 169 you can see I did 2 headlands and I left circle as the island bypass mode. This was another one that appeared to have not been working. Took about 2 minutes. I left it on circle intentionally because that's a little harder than simple. I just wanted to see if there was something that caused it to blow up. I did forget to mention on 176, if I did any type of headland, I was unable to generate a course that way. And I think that's because of the small passes here. But I had tried that on the original video, and I didn't get any notices. But at this point, when I was testing this time, when I tried to put headlands on it, Courseplay quickly got back to me and told me it was unable to generate a course and that I could check the error log. Okay, I've been waiting over 10 minutes on the generation for 184. So as you can see, it's still running. Don't know that it's going to resolve itself, so there do seem to be some issues still, depending on what you select. So one of the other things I wanted to test, because again, based on the size of these fields, if you're going to use Courseplay, you're typically going to use multiple tools. So I went ahead on 176. I knew it wouldn't work with headlands because it had aired out on me before, as I mentioned. But I went ahead and set 3 tools, which is kind of a reasonable thing to look at. And you can see it did generate a course, but the challenge, however, is you can also see the course it generated is not really going to be workable in certain areas. You know, there can be a debate. Is that a Courseplay thing? Is it whatever? I mean, none of these tools are going to be 100% perfect. The other thing I did get told specifically is this is definitely using DEM data for this map. So obviously, they can only work with the terrain that they have. All in all, just wanted to give you a little bit of a update on what I've seen. The tester who responded also said that the author is working on changes to the maps, so I would suggest you keep an eye out if you're interested. Between the 2 videos, have kind of a little bit of a position of if things matter to you, and this obviously was really just a Courseplay update. I was never able to get the 184 to generate. You know, we did have 183 generated before. If they fix field boundaries, that may also then solve some of the issue. Because 184 has these pieces that kind of go up where 183 was, but then don't close off to make it 184, that may be confusing it. I also was doing it with 2 headland passes because you should be able to do most general things, and a lot of times 1 headland pass, especially with busy field edges, isn't enough. You then get the implement hanging up when it turns around, especially if you're trying to use plows and things like that. I wanted to be fair in the update, give it another look, given that I had some feedback. You know, I've certainly done that with other things. So Courseplay does seem to work better than what I had reported in my initial video, but you are going to have to wait minutes for things to be updated, which makes sense with the field size. Again, not necessarily a problem, just something you need to be aware of. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more information to help make your decision if this is a map you want to take a look at. I'll see you next time.